fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
How's it?
Pretty good.
Not bad, Pugs. Yourself?
Lethargic.
Yeah, I think that's fair to describe all of us at the moment.
Bit of that going around,
Yeah. Sort of the energy levels are a bit low.
Yeah.
Pretty low. I was over at the gym. I was feeling really good.
Yes.
Good time. Go get changed. Haven't brought a fucking towel again.
Oh, jeez.
And even as I opened the bag, I was like, did you bring a towel, you fucking idiot? I bet you didn't. And sure enough, I didn't. And that really, really fucked me off. So I had to use my singlet again, which actually works fine, but it's not quite as enjoyable. Fortunately, they've got a hairdryer over there, you know?
Right.
By the time you've done your torso, she's pretty wet.
I went to the gym this morning,
Nice.
did the treadmill for about 15, and then just went, fuck this shit, and went home. Had
That's
a
the
durry.
spirit, man.
It's 15 more
You know what
than
I
you
mean?
would have done if you didn't go.
Well, that's how I look at it. But, I don't know what it is about the gym. I mean, I never really enjoy it, but I always just persist with it. But today it was just a step too far.
Yeah.
Probably because last night my dog just fucking barked her ass off all fucking night.
I think the thing with the gym is I don't think there's any point going aimlessly, which I think is what a lot of people do. They've got no aim. They just go down there. They've got no goals. They're not doing anything. And so you're not achieving anything. You're just turning up. And then because you're not hitting any goals, it's easy to give up because it's not like you're sacrificing any goals because you never had any in the first place. It's a complete waste of time without goals.
I've got a set routine that I do.
Set routine, but no goals.
Well, but in fairness, though, I was going great guns on the set routine, and I was expanding it and expanding it.
Yeah.
And my goal was just to feel better.
Yeah, sure.
That was my goal.
Yeah, which is it's too vague a goal.
But it didn't unmotivate me, is what I'm saying.
No, but eventually it does.
Right.
It does, because if you've got a goal like I want to put on this amount of weight, I want to be able to move this much, I want to go this fast. You can see you're incrementally getting towards it.
Right,
and that's what always put me off. It's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to have a few beers. Instead, I've been going for a while now. That'll do me.
Durries.
Yeah.
Pack of durries.
100%. And that was actually my tradition, was go to the gym, go for a swim, get on the piss.
My tradition was always go to the gym, have a durry. Like literally after I walked out of the gym, I'd light up a durry.
Yeah, well, I'd wait. I'd go to the gym. I'd probably go have a sauna. Then I'd have a swim in Oriental Parade on the way home.
Yes.
That'd be
nice.
Then go across the road and then texting everyone up, get over here, we're on it. And that was about 10 o'clock in the morning.
What did you used to, yeah, totally. What did you used to get on it with beersies?
Start with the beers, but I like getting into the old cocktails and that eventually.
Oh, wow.
Over the course of the day.
Like in our student days, in my young buck days.
My student days.
It was
beer.
like beersies and
Jim Beam.
or casks of cheap wine.
No, we never really did that. I did bottles of wine.
Right. No, we did casks because it was value for money.
Yeah.
Play the old Mexi.
You ever get into the scrumpy?
No.
Big bots of cider?
I don't know that Scrumpy was around in our day and age,
well,
maybe.
I think it sort of came in but I wasn't big on cider. It seemed like a, and this is sexist, but at the time was as well, but it seemed like a woman's drink.
Yes.
You wouldn't get away with that in Levin.
What's
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nah, Scrumpy's never really done it for me.
Unless you wanted your head kicked in, then you could have some scrub.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Sweet.
But having said that, I don't mind a cider.
And then, the ciders now are nice. And then later on, they come out with scrumpy hands, didn't they?
Yeah. That was
Which I never did.
peak uni days for me there, the old scrumpy hands.
What's Scrumpy hands?
One in each hand.
Tape the
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can't take them off until...
What's the alcohol percentage of that bastard? Like 8.5 or something like that?
Not that high.
Right.
It was a big bottle, but I think it was somewhere
flagon.
between 5 and 6, 5 and 7 or something.
Right,
If
okay.
I remember
The whole
correctly.
thing.
Yeah. Those were the days, eh, Mogi?
Hey?
Come over, boys. And we were exactly the same. At our flat, it would be just like, come over, bring a cask of wine. That was the only thing you had to bring.
Well, I didn't like beer. I didn't like
beersies.
beer growing up. I couldn't drink it. I couldn't stand the taste of it. So when we started drinking when we were 14 or 13, everyone else drinking beer, I just couldn't do it, man. Just disgusting. Brr.
The best.
So I drank wine. So I'd get 3 bottles of wine.
Just to get you started.
Yeah. Well, it used to be 1, and then I got it up to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
by
old
the
were
time I was 16.
The best beer that I ever tasted in my life, still to this day, was when my dad used to watch the European football on a Sunday afternoon on TV1 at about midday, and he'd crack open a big bottle of beer and he'd give me a little sip of it.
So
that was
always. You didn't even
always
know what it was.
No, I think it was like DB or it
So
wasn't.
that was
it wasn't
the beginning of the end.
That was the start of the addiction. But that no beer has ever tasted as good as my dad's beer on those times.
Sometimes you get the smell and you're like, oh yeah, that's what it used to be like.
Yes.
Yeah, good times. I see that Saturday is going to be sunny. Which is, I'm finding... Well, the forecast, there has been no sunny days forecast.
No.
For the last 2 months.
Well, you were saying yesterday the weekend was going to be sunny, weren't you?
Yeah. So Saturday is meant to be sunny, so I'm tempted to get on it on Saturday.
Right.
Just because I don't know what else you do when it's sunny. Because I think the people of Auckland are going to be out in numbers because the weather's been so shit. I think a sunny day is going to see everybody out and about and trying to enjoy it.
One of the things that...
And not on it, but just on it.
That sort of I found difficult for a long time with the pub on the corner there is I'd be walking to my car park I'm talking summertime, and people out there with their big tall glasses of beersies having a durry.
Thank you.
And I was like,
that's the bit that sets it off.
Yeah.
The durry
but that
as well.
is tempting as, man. Geez, I tell you what, fellas. Wife wasn't happy yesterday. Listening to the show.
Was she actually listening?
How much of it did she hear?
She heard that, I can't remember his name, talking about...
That doesn't even make sense.
Her clothes?
I know, her clothes smelling funny. She was like, what's he fucking implying?
It didn't make any sense.
What
And I
even
said,
could you
look,
imply?
he was trying to be funny, darling. He was trying to be funny, and he just missed the mark.
It just didn't quite make sense. And it wasn't that he said anything bad. It was just that it didn't make sense. To me, it probably made sense to him.
Yeah. And also... And what do you mean I'm never off my fucking phone?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it was that all there was to it. I don't believe that she said anything.
I said, oh, nah, old Mogi was just hoeing into
There's no way.
his lovely wife.
She didn't say anything, did she?
No, she did.
She did?
Yeah, she did. She went, what do you mean I fucking hang off my phone all the time? And I said,
you didn't take that opportunity to say, well.
Well, I actually said to her, well, to be honest with you, darling, you probably missed the earlier chat we had, which would have provided context.
Oh, sure.
And she went, oh, yeah, okay.
What context is that?
The context of the outro? That's not much better.
I just wanted out of the conversation, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, quick. Bail!
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
But anyway, you know, she's a good sport, mate. She's a good sport, generally. It's okay, Maggie, we've only got a show to do.
Yeah, that's all right. I had a bit of sleep last night, which was good.
Did you go home and do the thing where you just get straight into bed that you guys were talking about?
No, what did I do? You go home and hang out with the kid, which is always, well, not always actually, that's not true. But of late has been really funny. She's entertaining me greatly. And even when you're tired, it's pretty cute. And then you read her books. And then, what do you do after that? Oh, and then I had some work to do while the missus cleaned the house for a change. Well, normally this is what happens. I get up in the morning. I will get her lunch ready and my lunch ready. And then make sure the house is clean, so when my missus gets home, she comes home to a clean slate, which is what I like to come home to.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
but it's never what I come home to. So then my wife picks up my daughter, comes home, gets dinner ready for the two of them, and by the time I get home, usually my daughter's in the bath, and the house is a bomb site.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why it is. I think because my wife, if she's not dealing with the kid, she deals with work stuff or something else, but it's not the house.
Yes.
Right.
And so then the way it works is she'll deal with the kid and get her ready for bed and everything while I clean up. So I walk through the door and I clean the house.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Because
I hate
a
shit.
Trying to relax
I can't do it.
When I leave for work, the house is immaculate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything's wiped down, vacuumed. It's tickety.
Spit shine.
It's tickety boo.
And that's when you leave at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. And then when I get home,
7:30.
My wife. How do I phrase this?
Smeared shit on the walls.
No, is a messy cook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so the bench is just covered in shit. And I'm like, I just have to bite my tongue.
And she's on her phone. So and this is, but it is true, because what gets me on that, because to me it's like when you've got a spare minute, clean up. Don't be on your phone. Clean up.
Yeah.
But their attitude is, I don't have to clean up, so it doesn't matter how much mess I make. And Jerry Wells made a good point. The rule at his place is, if you cook, you also do the dishes. Then you'll be less inclined to make a mess. But if you cook and the other person has to clean, well, fuck, it's a free for all, isn't it?
Yeah. When I'm cooking, I don't know if you guys are the same. I clean as I go.
Yes.
Because
100%.
I hate trying to cook shit and there's just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you're peeling vegetables and stuff, you clear that all up, wipe it all away, or flour or whatever.
I don't want to get to the end of it and then have 100% of my cleaning to go.
Yes.
Which is the maximum wastage of my evening.
Totally,
possibly,
man.
And what I want to do with my evening is lie down on the couch with one of my hands down my pants.
Yeah.
And that nothing should eat into that time.
Yeah, totally.
That's interesting. I'm a clean as I go with generally like tidying the room and stuff as well, whereas my lady will do like one mean as spotless spring clean of the room, whereas I'm like
is this a bedroom or an kitchen?
Bedroom or either.
Yeah.
So for example, when I'm cooking as well, whereas I'm like a do little things as I go, chuck the laundry in the right place as I go, or pick books up or whatever. Whereas she's like I'll nail it all out in one and the place is like spotless.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it depends.
It's less often.
It depends on what the threshold is.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you've got a lower threshold for the filth, then your cleaning up is going to trump her once in a fortnight clean.
Yeah.
I tell you what I did on the weekend, man.
No.
I cleaned.
You might have.
I cleaned the house. Did I tell you about that?
No. Probably.
I can't remember how it came up. It's pretty funny. But the missus goes to, she's got a studio, she goes and does her painting on a Saturday, and I look after the kid.
Yes.
And something happened. She was sort of wandering around, the missus there, muttering under her breath, this this bathroom's filthy. You have to clean that this weekend, which I took as...
You have to clean it this weekend.
Can you clean it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a thought. It's not a thought.
She's speaking it into existence.
And then, and so she goes off and does that. She's sort of there all day. I take the kid to swimming, come back, and the kid was pretty happy just playing on her own, which was good. So I just sort of tattooed around the house and just cleaned the joint top to bottom.
I actually
5 hours.
Yes.
5 hours of cleaning.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
So clean, absolute top to bottom.
Nice.
And the only thing that stopped is I had a mate come round for the Warriors, which I thought was happening 3 hours later. So all bathrooms, the sheets, the everything, vacuum the whole house, mop the whole house, everything gets done.
I find it...
But I say nothing.
Yes.
I don't say, because you're going to forget about this. This is a good little piece of advice here for you.
Okay.
Never, ever point out anything that you've ever done around the house, ever.
No.
Don't say, did you see I blah, blah, blah. If you're looking for a pat on the head like a little baby, then your missus will think you're a little bitch.
Oh, 100%.
And treat you accordingly.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
be a inverted commas
That's right.
man.
Every now and then
be satisfied with the fact that the job needed to be done and you did the job.
Yeah.
Do not look for any kind of congratulations.
Well, it implies that's
point.
Why you're doing it. It's for the recognition.
But the person who tells you you're a good boy is your mum.
Yes,
and your
wife
right. is not your mum.
I hear
so
that.
just forget about any kind of recognition.
On
and
occasionally,
also, that will make you feel better about the fact that you're not going to get any recognition.
Yes, absolutely.
I know what you're saying, and you're right. My wife occasionally will send me a text saying something like, the house looks nice. And
you
I'll
go.
go, oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That was it. The missus came home. She goes, house is tidy. I said, only took a minute.
Downplaying it massively.
Only took a minute. And my mate was sitting there. He laughed because I'd just been moaning to him about the fact
Yeah,
that
that you've been taking 5
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
But yeah, it takes a long time to learn this shit, man. Oh, God. But good fun because at the same time, I wouldn't have been doing anything else, really. You know, might as well clean the house.
And this is the other thing, and I don't know if it's the same for you. I actually find it relaxing in a weird kind of way. And I find that the more orderly my house, the more orderly my head.
100%. I can't concentrate on anything else until the house is clean.
Yes.
And I was just thrashing. I just had my headphones on, playing tunes, making my throbber list.
That's
Yeah,
it.
great.
I can't do any of it unless I've got something going in my ears.
Yeah.
Without that, it's hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to wear my skull candies around the house.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Should we do the Keyzie word?
Yeah.
Your Hauraki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is...
On it. It's not on it. I just was
Yes,
thinking
that's what
about
we want to do.
Saturday.
Hell yeah.
What is
Cleaning.
it? Cleaning, yes.
Cleaning's good. Yeah, nice. Good terms.
Good on you, mate. Hey,
Thanks,
check out our
mate.
Instagram handles.
Oh, yeah.
But if you can't be fucked, I mean, we don't care.
Oh, I care.
Oh, do
Definitely
you?
do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your one again?
Mine's Call Me Pugs. I'm just talking about Hauraki Big Show. Send all the Keyzie words in and, your numbers
You
and
definitely do that. Yeah.
Hoity J on IG, Mr. Mike Minogue on IG.
Call me Pugs.
The other guy, Chris Key and Z. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coming back tomorrow, apparently.
Hopefully.
We'll wait and see. Thanks, mate.